Since I was a kid, it felt like everyone had already decided who I was. The failure of the family. The one who wasn't funny, didn't have friends, didn't stand out at anything. My cousins made jokes, my uncles looked at me with pity, and my mom tried to defend me, saying, "He's just quiet." But nobody believed her. I could see it in their eyes, and the same thought over and over, "He won't go far." And for a while I started to believe it too. School was no different. I wasn't the funny one or the popular one. I stayed quiet, just observing. People laughed around me, sometimes not even out of cruelty, but as if I were too invisible to matter. I pretended not to care, but it hurt. Still, instead of fighting back, I started keeping everything inside and turning it into drive. While they went out, laughed, and wasted time, I studied. In the afternoons, after school, I worked at a small grocery store stacking boxes and cleaning floors. Nobody knew. When someone asked what I did after class, I'd just say, "Nothing much." It was easier to let them think I was lazy than explain I was trying to build something. One day my father told me, "Son, you should be more like your cousin. He's hardworking, he already has plans." I took a deep breath and said, "All right, Dad." There was no point arguing. To him, effort was only real when you could see it, not when it happened in silence. For years, I saved every coin I could, studying late at night, learning about things no one in my family understood. I read books about business, marketing, investments. I borrowed old library books and watched videos on my phone until I fell asleep. Sometimes the tiredness hit hard, but the will to change hit harder. I had a plan, and it was simple. No one would ever believe in me, so I'd win without needing them to. After high school, I didn't go straight to college. I worked in a store, then in a warehouse, learning how to deal with customers and suppliers. I wrote everything down, every detail. When I finally started my small online business, nobody took it seriously. My mom asked, "Does that even make money, son?" And I just said, "Not yet, but it will." She smiled, half confused. My brothers laughed. "Gonna be an entrepreneur now?" "Good luck." I didn't reply. I just kept going. The beginning was rough. There were many times I thought about giving up. Sales were slow, the money ran out quickly, and loneliness was my only constant companion. But failure became my teacher. Each mistake taught me more than any compliment could. I didn't have anyone to push me forward, so I learned to push myself. Years passed and things began to change. One deal led to another until the small business became a company. I hired people, rented an office, and before I knew it, I no longer needed to explain myself to anyone. I bought a modest car, then a house, and later invested in other ventures. And the funny thing was, no one noticed how long it had taken. They just saw the result and called it luck. One afternoon, while having lunch at a restaurant, I ran into my cousin, the same one who had always been the family's golden example. He looked surprised and said, "Man, you look great. I heard you've got a company now." I smiled and answered, "Yeah, working hard." He complimented my watch and asked if I could help him with an investment. And right there, I realized the world had flipped. Not long after, my dad called me home for a talk. His voice was calm, different. He said, "Son, I've always known you were determined. I'm proud of you." I just smiled. I didn't remind him of the times I'd been compared to everyone else. I held no grudges. I understood that people only believe when they can see. And that's okay. I didn't need to prove anything anymore. Now, when I look back, I don't feel anger or the urge to throw anything in anyone's face. I just feel peace, because I discovered that silence, the same silence they once saw as weakness, was actually my strength. While they talked, I built. While they doubted, I planned. While they laughed, I grew. And the best part is that now, when people ask for my secret, I tell them, it's simple. Work in silence and let the noise come later.